you, let me bring her onto the screen, took a chance and shared her story in this book. And it warms my heart to introduce to you all the amazing Nydia Guity. Did I pronounce your last name right?
Yes, you did. I love when I hear people pronounce Guity correctly.
I have been practicing. Yes.
Thank you. Much appreciated. Thank you.
No problem. And because I know you so well, I know that's a point for you. And I wanted to show you that respect. I wanted to give my little sister that respect and let you know that it matters to me and that you matter. So let's share with the people. Let's share with the amazing, beautiful people how we met.
Hey everyone, so my name is Nydia Guity. I actually met Audra for the first time at the first annual Black Therapist Rock Conference. This was back in 2017 in Springfield, Maryland. So I don't remember why you went on stage, but I think you were talking about books.
Yes.
Yeah, you were, because it was leading up to the BTR anthology, which I'm also a part of. And I was just like, she from Brooklyn. I like her. Anytime I meet New York people outside of New York, I'm like, okay, we have a connection.
Yeah.
But yes, that's how we initially met.
And yeah, that conference was amazing. And I got to meet you. I think we talked more at the VIP luncheon. That's at that Friday. Yeah. But tell the people a little bit more about you and how I found out you're so amazing.
Well, definitely through BTR, like that being part of that initial anthology. Cause like, y'all, I've never wanted to write books. It was never one of the things that I've ever wanted to really like pursue or go after. Like you always think about school, maybe a career, potentially a PhD down the line, family, children. Books was never really in that mix for me. But when that first opportunity came up, I was just like, I think it's very important to share stories. I saw the value in sharing stories because of I just love to read. And there's a lot of things that I learned through reading, but I never really connected that I had something to share so that other people can learn from me. So in that experience, when Audra was, sharing the process of, how to be in an anthology, the flow of your chapter and how it could potentially support other people, I was just kind of excited but scared at the same time because I never saw myself as a writer. So in interacting with you, Audra, I learned more of being in the position to teach, but also learning through the process as well. So that really just opened up my mind to the idea of just writing and being an author or being in that creative space in that way.
That's so profound that you mentioned that because there's so many people who have a story to share, but don't see themselves as authors. So they don't move forward. Is anyone watching right now? Is that you? If you can relate to that, put in the comments a number one. If you know you have a story to share, but you haven't moved forward because, quite honestly, you don't see yourself as a writer or an author. And know that you're in good company. Absolutely. So tell the folks a little bit about what you do professionally.
So by profession, I'm a licensed clinical social worker. I'm licensed in the state of Georgia and my home state, New York.
Shout out to New York.
Shout out to New York, the Bronx. I work currently at an outpatient mental health clinic as a therapist, providing brief intervention. So it's exactly how it sounds, brief, 3 to 4 sessions, refer out. And then part-time, I also work as a first responder in a mobile crisis unit. So in essence, all that means is that I go out into the community in the event of crisis. So like people have like suicidal ideation or like manic episodes, kind of assess in the moment. And in the event that they can't stay in the community, then I would have to involuntarily hospitalize them. But I've been out in the field now for close to 10 years.
Wow.
I've been licensed clinically for about 4.
That's something I didn't realize you did because, many of you know I'm passionate about mental health, which is probably why I connect with so many therapists because it's something dear to me. My mom suffers with mental illness. And I think the first time we had her admitted in the hospital involuntarily, I was 20. And it was such a grueling process because you're from New York. So in the process there, we had to go to the Supreme Court, get a mental hygiene warrant. We would have to execute it before 1 p.m. that day. It was just a whole ordeal that could literally take from beginning to end 72 hours. And so I respect so much what you guys do, because watching my mom go through the process, I know she wouldn't be safe and functioning right now if it wasn't for people in your position as mental health therapists that have helped her and us as a family along the way.
Right, because it's a unit. It's never just the patient that you're treating, it's the system around them. So it's the daughter, the son, the husband, the wife,
Absolutely.
Partners, whoever is in this person's life. Like, it's not just, well, I'm involuntarily hospitalizing one person, but like including the family if the patient wants that, so that when they are discharged, they have something to come back to. Because one of the things that I love about behavioral health in the outpatient setting is that you're providing people with the skills that they need, so that at some point they don't need you anymore. I'm not the source, I'm a resource. You are the source, and building up that source so that you know how to use the things around you so that you get what you need.
I love that. That's like a tweetable. I'm not the source, but a resource. Somebody tweet that. I'm not the source, I'm a resource. And tag Nydia Guity in the comments. I love it. Yes. It's so true. So, okay, so you're an amazing professional. You're a beautiful young woman. I know the viewers are probably thinking, okay, she's a ray of sunshine. What could she be writing about in this chapter? And she gonna drop it to you right now. Give the people just a little bit about your chapter. Tell them the title, and just give them a little bit. Just drop a little bit of seeds on there for them.
So my chapter title is Naturally Ever After, Forgiving Through Healing. And it was kind of inspired by the movie Naturally Ever After. So like my chapter, and you have to read the details, but in a nutshell-ish, I talk about being diagnosed with PCOS. And for the people that don't know what PCOS means, it's polycystic ovarian syndrome. And I was diagnosed when I was like in high school, so like 15, 16 years old.
Wow.
And I remember getting cycle really young. And then it just stopped, and it would just come and go, come and go, come and go. And if there's any people from like Latin America or Caribbean just watching this, if as a little girl that's of reproductive age, you don't get your period, I can imagine that creates tension in the home. And again, you're going to read my story. Because my cycle just wasn't coming, and it's just like, I promise you I'm not pregnant. So that caused so much tension between my mother and I. And as a young woman, I question, am I able to have children? Will I be able to have children as I get older, or when I get older? Because I definitely wasn't trying to have them when I was a teenager. But it caused so much friction between my mother and I, because she believed something about me that wasn't. So if my mother can't trust me, what relationships am I going to build with other women?
That's such a valid statement. I think most young women don't understand that when there's a breakdown in the relationship with their mom, it affects everything.
Yeah,
it affects how you relate to other women, to other men, and most importantly, how you relate to yourself. And that's why I think it's so important for stories like what you're sharing in Unchain Me Mama, the forgiveness factor, why they are so very important. And I am ecstatic that you took this opportunity to share your story with us. And you guys, just wait, it's coming. It's coming. And you will get to learn more about Nydia, read more about her chapter. In fact, Nydia, if people want to keep in touch with you, where's the best place for them to do that? Like, because I know they're going to want to watch you after this. They're going to want to make sure they stay in your space. So how would they do that?
So the best way to keep in contact with me is through my website, missguity.com. Spelled like guilty, no L, Guity.
Got that? Let me say that again, Miss Guity. That's guilty without the L.
Correct.
Right? Got it. And they can keep in touch with her there. Nydia is an amazing young woman. I applaud who she is, everything she's doing. I love when I see young women just take action on their lives. And Nydia is definitely that person. She doesn't walk from a space of victimization. She walks in the power of her victory. And it shows in everything about her. I remember when we had our book launch in Cuba, and she walked on that ship and at the book launch, and I was like, look at this firecracker, okay.
That romper was fierce. Oh my
Yes,
God.
I was like, legs for days. Yes, 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 you go. So when I think of you, that's the image of you that I see. And I want to remind you of that. When life doesn't go the way you want it to go, when you question things, when you wonder, am I doing the right thing? That woman, that's who you are. That's who you are. And that's who I see. And I'm so excited and so proud of you. And I can only imagine just from here forward where life is going to take you. And I'm thankful that I was able to be just a little part of your journey.
Thank you. I received that wholeheartedly. Thank you so much.
Yes, yes, yes. So guys, make sure you're following Miss Guity. Go to her website. Make sure you connect with her there and stay tuned for Unchain Me Mama, The Forgiveness Factor. And also share this broadcast. Folks need to know that there are young women like this amazing lady right here out there in the world. So make sure you are sharing this broadcast. And if you are a writer or you have a story that you want to share and you're not quite sure how to do it and do it masterfully, make sure you connect with us inside Mastering Meaningful Manuscripts. That's our online community. We'd love to have you there. Have a great day, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much, Nydia, for spending some time with me today.
Bye, y'all.
Love you guys. Bye.